So this is really exciting. Actually, this has been debated over by our fan base whether this was actually used. So this is a American Chauchat, right? A Chauchat.
Yeah, this American version of the magazine, because the French version blocked because it was an open magazine. Sand came in, so it blocked. So the Americans made a version which was closed, and they thought better, but in fact, I think it blocked even more than the French version did. But we found several of these magazines attached to the Chauchat rifle machine gun because they used it in the woods in Romagne. So I don't know if every division used it. This was the 32nd division, but they used it. We found 2 of them here in the woods. So it has been used. Instead of the bar magazine, which I had never proved it was being used on the battlefield, because I found these on the railway station in the stockage. But friends of me found a bar in the Argonne forest. And what I understood is that it was such a good weapon that the Americans were afraid that if the Germans would take it, they would make a copy of it. So they didn't provide it to their men. Instead, they had a good weapon, they didn't give it because they were afraid of copies. But a friend found one in the Argonne forest, will be coming this year to the museum. But if it has been used during battle or came on the battlefield after the battle, I don't know. But they were here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And this is also American?
No, this is what the Americans use. It's the French. I think this is the Saint-Étienne, and there's other version. It's a little bit longer, which is the Hotchkiss. And the Americans were issued with Hotchkiss machine guns here. And same problem. It was a very good machine gun, but problem is that there were only I think 25 or 30 rounds on a clip, and it's impossible to add so many in a minute. So they say it's 650 rounds a minute, but no soldier will be able to give so many ammunition in a machine gun in that short of time.
Actually, we have the portative version of this, which I guess is also used by the Americans, which is also you have to reload quite a lot. Nothing compared to the German.
German had 250 rounds on one stripe on a band, and that's way quicker.
Yeah, I did see here actually the German.
That's the small of the small magazine.
Yeah. Where did you find this here as well?
Yeah, I found several of these. So these have been used quite a lot. Don't forget that the ridge you were seeing at the Kriemhildestellung, 120 machine guns were there. I think half of the machine guns were the small versions of the Maxim. Using these magazines, I don't know how many rounds were in there. Must be around, 50 or something, or maybe more.
I think 100.
100, yeah.
Our fans will correct us if it's incorrect. Will be. Yeah. So this, and I also see here, while we're at it, the
escargot of the Luger.
Yeah, the Luger.
The snail magazine.
Yeah.
Because it's the form of a snail. Yeah, it's been found in the Argonne forest as well, so they use it here. I know a friend of me found the only German hand machine gun being issued at the end of the war.
Yeah, the MP-18 was found here.
I don't know the name, but it's a hand machine gun. I think it had 25 or 30 rounds, and it's been found in the Argonne forest. Yeah, and this one is coming out of the woods of Romagne.
Wow, all these weapons are being found here.
Don't forget we're at the end of the battle, so the Germans took whatever they had with weapons and ammunition to finish off this battle. The Americans came, which they bought of the English, the French, or their own weapons. So you can find a lot of different weapons in these woods because it's the end of war.
Yeah, I think our weapon artist just saw a Carcano somewhere here, several of them, which is like really surprising.
Yeah, this is one of the rest of a Carcano. But these have been found in the Argonne forest, not in the Romagne forest, because we had no Italians here. But in the Argonne forest, a lot of people don't know about it, but General Garibaldi gave 2 of his sons and 1,000 soldiers to France to help them for the war, and they brought along the Italian stuff. And the 2 sons, I think, were killed in 3 weeks, both of them. And then all 1,000 men offered themselves voluntarily for each battle, and within 6 or 8 weeks, all of them were killed. 8 men survived the war. And that's the reason we're going to find a few Italian weapons here, because 1,000 men brought them along.
They were used by the Italians in the Argonne forest.
By the Italians,
yeah. Also, we saw a Mosin bayonet. Was it used by the Germans? Is that correct?
Mosin bayonet? Is that like the Russian?
Yeah, the Russian one. Yeah. Is that?
It's the same. Like I told you, at the end of the war, they will take whatever they can find to finish off this war. So there's even, I found back a rifle. I don't know if you saw it, or the barrel of a rifle. Where is it? Yeah. This is a duck hunting rifle, which was served in a suitcase. You had to click it all together, to make your
Wow.
rifle, but it's duck hunting. Canardier it's called. It's, what is it, 4.5 millimeters. It's German, Bavarian, 1750-60. Found here on the battlefield.
All right.
So they took whatever they could find to have an extra weapon.
Duck hunting in the trenches. Is it?
It's called
That's-
a Canardier, but it's Bavarian. It has all decoration on it. You can see it's octangulaire. It's the old version of the rifles.
Very interesting.